Hello, everybody. Teacher Tori here. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a little video about the things that I absolutely have to have in my classroom for almost every single class. I have found that there are just a few things that I use all of the time. They're just a good go-to. I think once I have more regular students, which I have one student that has already booked me for like 6 or 7 classes out, so I'm going to have to switch things up for him because I'm not going to want to show him the same reward system over and over again. But for starting out, these are the things that you definitely need. Number 1. This. You need a whiteboard. It doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how old it is. It just needs to be a whiteboard. You need to be able to erase. You need dry erase markers. That's all you need. I use a paper towel personally to erase, but an actual eraser works too. This is awesome for showing students how to circle something. When they just start, sometimes they have no idea how to even touch the screen and make a line. It's like super basic things, y'all. It really is. So if you have a student that needs to circle the number 2, you can say, circle the 2, circle, your turn, circle. And they kind of see I am supposed to do the circling. It's helpful. It really is. Number 2, a puppet. This is extremely helpful when it comes to showing students how to have a conversation. So if you have a new little tiny 3-year-old baby that has no idea what you're saying to them when you even say, "What is your name?" "Hello." You're like, "Hi, how am I supposed to do 28 slides with you?" So this is just what I always go to when that's the case. Especially also when you're asking older students, "What do you see?" "I don't know. I don't know." So I use this. I say, "This is Ted. Hi, Ted. Hi. Hi, Ted." Even the older students are kind of like, "Okay, cool. I'm going to watch this." And then I'll just say, "Ted, what do you see?" "I see a cat." "Emily, what do you see?" And then they kind of get it. They're like, "Oh, me, I'm answering you." And it's helpful. So conversation, much easier with a puppet. Another thing I really like to have in the classroom that I use every single time I do a class are Legos for blending. They are usually really good at blending. There are some that haven't done it yet, so you're kind of teaching them. So if I show them this, I say, "Ag. Ag." And then I wait for them to say ag. And then I add on a letter, ag, ag. And they say ag. Then I just go ag, ag, lag, lag. And then I point to it and they do it themselves. It's like a I do, you do, or I do, we do, you do type deal. And then I just get this ready before class, and you can just use dry erase markers, as you can clearly see because my finger just took it off. But these are my daughters, so it's really easy to just snatch a couple and make blending Legos. Hey, that was number 3, guys. Number 3. Number 4. Play food. They think it's hilarious when you take an apple and you say, apple. Apple. I don't know why they think it's so funny, but they do. They think it's so funny. And they generally know apple and also banana. Banana. They do know those two most of the time. And even if they're new tiny little babies, they generally know that one. Also stole that from my daughter. No shame in the borrowing game. Number 5, a book. It is helpful when you're asking the kids who don't know what you're saying when you say read. It's helpful when you say, "Can you read?" Read. And then underline what they are needing to read. They kind of are like, book, read. Oh, sometimes even this is good for the word book. And also this is good if you can get a little baby book like One house. This is also helpful for teeny tinies. If you have nothing else to say to them, if they're losing it, if they are just off their rocker all over the place and their mom is pulling them back every 2 seconds, you can be, "Let's read." And then you read super animated and really animated with the tiny ones. I used to teach middle and high school, so that's not something that I'm used to. I did teach preschool before that, so I have it in my repertoire. However, I am not a fan of it, especially at like 4 a.m. This helps. You have to be just like animated and happy when you see a tiny little baby looking at you like, book, book, book. Yes, it's good. Also, the headset situation, you just want to practice having it on because you just do. I just wear it all the time if I'm recording because this is what you look like as a VIPKID teacher all of the time. So you might as well just get used to it. Number 6, reward systems. I am kind of obsessed with these. I get a lot of like 5 and 6-year-old boys. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I got like these sticker things. They're really long looking. They're wall decals, essentially. I got page protectors. I took a regular piece of paper, put like the other stickers on this piece of paper, got some $1 magnets, put them on the back, and then I took the stickers and put them on a piece of cardstock and cut them out. And now I have magnetic dinosaur rewards, and they love it. And even the tiny ones, if I say, you get a dinosaur, rah, they're like, rah, they just love it. So whatever age I have a different kind of reward system for them. And I use this magnetic clip and these $1 cookie sheets for putting it up because they do want you to have it up so the kids can see it. And I take this dinosaur and I put it on the cookie sheet. I say, you get a dinosaur. Rawr. And after we start accumulating a few dinosaurs, we start counting them every time we add one. And that takes up some of your time. Another really popular reward system from the Dollar Tree is this pack of like Avenger superheroes. I will probably be going to find something more like this because I've had so many older boys that are obsessed with this. My last class that I just finished, I showed him this and he literally pulled his hood up, zipped it all the way up his face, and he had a Spider-Man hoodie on and it like had a spider eyes and everything. And he was like, Spider-Man! And he just was obsessed with it. So it's awesome for the older boys. They love it. It just feels very weird to be like, you get a dinosaur to like a 9-year-old. They like the stars system that's up there, but whatever. My personal favorite, is this cat. This is also a Dollar Tree sticker, like wall decal thing. This cat that eats donuts. It's my favorite. And I have these sweetest little tiny babies that have this one that I've used. And I go, a donut. And then I say, your turn. And I do that. And they literally go, yummy donut. They love it. So have your own reward system. The stars are great. I personally never use the reward system that's in the PowerPoint. It just would be a pain to like have to click back every time. I just don't want to do that. So no, thank you. Number 7. Coffee. Because it's early. My child is waking up. One of the two. Number 8. A mouse. Literally for your computer. I don't use it like while I'm teaching because I like to just use my trackpad, but if they're confused about the fact that they need to circle something, you can use this to show them like circle, click, and drag, draw a line with your mouse. Like they need to see it sometimes. Even though they have stuff in front of them, it's better to have like physical objects because it just grabs their attention a little bit more. Number 9. A ball. This ball has gotten me out of quite a few jams already when it comes to a very hyperactive little boy. They like to talk about sports occasionally. So usually at some point in time, we do some sort of blending or some sort of like free talk slide where you can ask them, what do you see? And a lot of times they're playing a sport or something. So even if it's a different sport, I'll say, oh, I see a ball. And then I'll do that. And then if they're kind of like catching on, I'll say, do you play basketball? basketball? And sometimes they will answer. If not, I say, do you play ball? And then they'll sometimes say yes. And I will say, yes, I do. And try and make them say whole sentences. But a lot of times with the boys that are kind of trying to like run away, I'll be like, ball. Do you play ball? And we'll start having a conversation about that. The parents are looking for conversation. They want you to be like talking to your kid, or talking to their kid, not yours. They really would prefer if you not like chat with your kid during class, but you know. Anyways, if they want you to be like talking with their child about their lives. So having a conversation with them, asking them at least one question that's not on the PowerPoint, that's not just like, repeat after me. Trying to get to know one thing about them during class will help. I promise. I started doing that from my very first class, and I have had a lot of rebookings already from even my first class, which I thought went horribly. She rebooked me, and that's fine by me. Number 10, last one. Okay, flashcards. Notice mine are index cards that I used a Sharpie on. It does not matter what you do with your cards at all. You can buy them for $1 at the Dollar Tree, but I just liked having just plain colors, and I don't know, I just like writing things and I like creating things, so I was like, I'm gonna make index cards. Also, they were free because I already had the index cards, but that's beside the point. If you're teaching a lesson, hey, we're not reviewing with index cards, and that was all. It's really helpful. All right, guys, those are my 10 things that I think you absolutely would like to have in your classroom at the beginning. Once you do more classes, you kind of realize the things that you like to do and the things that the kids really like, and you just use those kind of over and over again. I have a lot of fun with classroom type things. I used to be a teacher for preschool, middle school, and high school, as I have said, and so I had a lot of stuff already. Also, if you have kids, you kind of can grab stuff really easily, but if you don't, go to Dollar Tree because that's where you will get literally everything, and you could get all 10 of those things for $10. Like it's so quick and easy. It's not a big deal at all. Side note, the background of your classroom, you just don't get crazy. It's fine. You just want somewhere to put your reward system, you want your name, and you want something cute. Literally, that's all. I have had a lot of rebookings. I've had extreme success with getting booked right away. I know a lot of people, it takes a really long time to start building up, which is totally fine, but I can help you try and make the best choices possible to try and make sure that you get booked. So if you would like to get this game rolling, if you want to be a VIPKID teacher, I promise you it is so worth it. I'm exhausted all of the time, but it's so worth it. The kids are great. The flexibility is great. My kids are about to wake up and I've already made my money for the day and I have made a video. So honestly, guys, it's like the best life. I don't know why it took me so long. If you are interested and you would like me to help you out, I just love to mentor and help other teachers and work together to find the best ways to teach kids. So if you would like that to be me, click the link below and it'll let me know when you are going through the process and I will send you an email. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.